Assalamu alaikum everybody. I welcome you back. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to continue with the recent lecture that was X-ray mammography. In my recent lecture, I had discussed about the introduction to mammography, some common use of the procedure, preparation before the procedure, and how the procedure is done. In advance to this, I had discussed some abnormalities that can be found with the help of this procedure, X-ray mammography. Moving forward with today's topic, that's completely based on X-ray mammography equipment. As we know, mammography is a type of imaging that uses low-dose X-rays for examination of breast. So simply this mammography equipment is an X-ray unit which is rectangular box shaped, and in this rectangular box there is an X-ray tube in which X-rays are produced. So this mammography unit is particularly made to examine the breast. So only breast can be exposed to X-rays in this equipment. None other than breast can be examined with the help of this equipment. Now let's discuss this mammography unit in detail. Now the parts of mammography unit. First part is generator. Next is the mammography X-ray tube. Next focal spot. Then is the filters. Fifth one is compression paddle. Next is grid. And seventh one is automatic exposure control. Eighth one is screen film cassettes. Moving forward with the first part in X-ray mammography equipment, it's generator. As far as we know about the generator is a part in X-ray machine through which power supply is being provided to X-ray tube for the generation, or we can say for the production of useful X-ray beam for the examination of breast. So here the generator power rating is 3 kilowatts, or we can say 3000 watts, which is equivalent to 3000 watts. The voltage supply to the X-ray tube is here 22 to 40 kVp. And here high frequency generators are used for mammography and they have got 60 to 80 hertz frequency. Now the second part of this equipment, that's X-ray tube. As we know, X-ray tube has got two ends. One is cathode and another one is anode. Let's first discuss about cathode. So cathode is the negative end of the X-ray tube, and this is the end where electrons are being produced by providing voltage to cathode filament. So from filament, electrons are being produced through a process of thermonic emission where absorption of thermal energy occurs. This process is already being discussed in my lecture X-ray tube production. So you can go and watch it from there. Now let's talk about the voltage which is being provided here in this mammography equipment, cathode. So here we provide 35 to 40 kVp voltage. So it's low operating voltage that is being provided to cathode filament. Now the tube current that's being provided to cathode filament, that's 100 mA, means milliampere of current, is provided for large focal spot and 25 mA for small focal spot. Second end of the X-ray tube is anode, which is the positive end. So in this positive end, electrons are being accelerated from filament towards the anode target. And because of the interaction of these electrons with the target anode, there are the formation of X-rays through the process of photoelectric effect. In mammography equipment, we use rotating anode, and the target anode material is molybdenum or dual track molybdenum rhodium. Atomic number of molybdenum is 42 and atomic number of rhodium is 45. Kindly note it down because this question is mostly asked in the competitive exams as objective type question. Now the third part of the X-ray mammography equipment is focal spot. As you know, focal spot is a part of X-ray tube. So it's present in X-ray tube at anode. In this mammography equipment, we tilt the tube 25 degrees so that minimum effective focal spot size is created. If we tilt the X-ray tube more than 25 degrees, the focal spot will be larger and it will cover other parts of the body and expose them to the X-ray radiation. So it's better to keep the X-ray tube tilted just 25 degrees so that only breast is being exposed to X-ray radiations. Now the fourth part in this equipment is tube pot and filters. Tube pot is present in X-ray tube and it helps in forming useful X-ray beam. So here the material used as a tube part is 1 mm thick beryllium, and the atomic number of beryllium is 4. It provides low attenuation and it minimizes the scattering radiation. Now the filters. As we know, X-ray filters are used to block low energy X-rays during medical X-ray imaging. So in this case, in mammography too, we need the filters, and here the filter elements are same as target elements. It means molybdenum and rhodium are used. Either we use molybdenum or we use rhodium. We can use target as molybdenum and filter as also as a molybdenum, or we can use target as rhodium and filter as rhodium. We can also use target as molybdenum and filter different, means rhodium. A molybdenum target with rhodium filters are common for imaging thick and dense breast. Here the energy of X-rays will be more. Now the fifth part in this equipment is compression paddle. As we have already discussed about the compression in recent lecture, that it's very important in mammography to compress the breast. So to compress the breast, we can achieve the compression of the breast by with the help of a low alternating leg-long paddle that's attached to the compression device. We can apply 10 to 20 newtons of force to the breast by this compression paddle, so to achieve the compression of the breast. Now the sixth part in this equipment, that's anti-scatter grid. As we know, a grid is a device that's used in X-rays to reduce scatter radiations. So here grids are used to reject the scatter radiations, and the grid present here are kept between the breast and the image receptor with organic fiber and carbon fiber are the interspace materials of the grid. Next part is the automatic exposure control, AEC. It's actually located underneath the cassette in mammography. Its main function is to determine the duration of radiographic exposure. Here the last part to be discussed is screen film cassettes. So here cassettes used have a single phosphor screen, and the film used here also have a single emulsion layer. So this is all about today's topic. Thank you for watching. Take care.